Okay, we're back into the shower stall here, where we're making a masonry shower stall using mortar, masonry mortar, just for bricks. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a roll lock, what we call roll lock. That's where you put the bricks like this, and this, instead of laying them flat like they're supposed to be laid, we're going to lay them like this up on end. It's called a roll lock. It's a whole roll of them. You'll see these around the swimming pools a lot. And I just want to put it here because of the shower stall, and we're going to tilt it. Now, to reinforce it, I've got a little piece of special wire that I'm going to put down, just to kind of reinforce them all and keep them from falling off, make it a little harder for them to fall off. If you have a good sledgehammer, you can still push it off. I'm going to have to bend this metal here just a little bit there, because I don't want it to push up on the bricks. Okay, same technique. We're going to set the mortar. I leave a little tip available right there, because I can put that tip right down like this and just get a nice even line of mortar. M-O-R-T-A-R, like a nice even line of mortar there. Do the same down here, leave a tip. If you don't have a tip, you're going to be smearing cement everywhere. And you can see, even though I'm a professional, I still have a mess around here, which is why we laid the cardboard down here. Now the back side, you set the mortar and you're going to spin it, and if you're not careful, it'll fall off. I will tell you this, I added some extra Portland in here because it was falling off too easily before, and it makes it stick a little better. So this is like a backhand in tennis, just like that. You get a nice bead, and then right here. Now, just so you kids know, a good bricklayer, mason, is going to make about $30 to $40 an hour out there. And he could join the union. If he works just on residential housing brick, he's going to probably, the minimal would be about 18 to 20, 25 if he's been around a while. Of course, you make most of your money in this trade by working on your own projects. Like I'm making a lot of value to my townhouse here by putting a nice shower stall in here. But I want to show you how I'm going to lay these roll locks. The first brick here is a regular brick that's going to go in there. Good thing I didn't use this up, Mr. Art. Mr. Art's filming back here for me. This is the first one. It's going to stay on bond back there. Now lay the first roll lock brick. Okay, I want to make sure I get a mortar joint there. And I'll be coming back with a striking iron later to show you how I did that. Okay, now here's the roll lock, the first brick of the roll lock. You can see it's like a coping style brick. And we tap them in there. Now I already laid this out earlier. So important in any project, just like what we do in the shop, is to lay things out ahead of time. Don't just start building, especially in the masonry field, because you got a lot of materials. So the next one, I'm probably going to lay it out here on the end, because this is my finished one. Start and finish. Alpha Omega. Is that right, Art? Alpha Omega?
Yes, sir.
Art's from Armenia, and he lives here in this house. He's one of our prized tenants.
Thank you.
And this week, he's in, I like this word, Art, essential worker. He has to go to work every day.
Yes, I am.
He's not like me. Well, I guess I'm essential too, but I get paid to stay home this week. And if you kids are doing the same thing, is we're going to try to get you learning. You're inspiring me that we don't ever give up. I'm here working. You kids are working at home. Okay, we're learning how to lay up a roll lock. Now let me show you how fancy. Oh, I forgot to put my safety glasses on. Don't tell Mr. Fulton, okay? Get me fired. I joke a lot with these kids.
Very good.
But that is a big mistake. Mr. Kamini makes a lot of mistakes. Okay, I'm going to butter it up. Putting in, what kind of joint is this? It's a vertical joint, so it's going to be called a head joint. And I typically get a better joint if I do both bricks. And putting that extra Portland on there really helped out. Okay, I'll lay this brick in here. So I kind of line it up. Hand tap it down in there. How's that look, Mr. Art?
It's
good?
Professional, perfect.
I think we're gonna have to cut the video here, and I'll come back after we're done because it's gonna be too long. I'll use up my battery. You think?
Let's still keep going.
Okay. Well, I'm getting nervous now because I got to make sure that I lay this out properly. We're gonna put one here, and then one here, and we got the little piece that goes in the middle. You want to go and see if we get it right?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Pressure. The thing about masonry work, I was lucky enough to get these bricks for free. Like I said, the foreman was going to throw them out because they were extra pieces left over in all the cuts on the high schools I was working on. But normally, if you had to buy these kind of bricks, they'd be anywhere from $2 or $3 each. A project like this in this shower stall would probably run you several thousands of dollars. And of course, you'd have to pay a professional like me to put them in. And that's where the big money comes in. And then I'd have to get a consultant like Art, who's essential. Now, we're joking a little bit, but this is no laughing matter out there. I know it's really serious with the coronavirus thing, and I hope all you kids are being smart about what you do and try and stay home. And just be inspired to do the best you can be. Okay, setting the mortar. And if you have a skill, like electrician, plumber, carpenter, bricklayer, can you think of anything else, Art? HVAC, like Arton is, an engineer. You can always find work. That's one thing about it. Even though I'm sitting here with a master's degree, I can still come out and go on a construction site and make extra money. Or I can make the value of my house. Where I really make this work for me, this trade here, is by making this house more valuable. So then maybe I can borrow against it. I messed up here, but I'm going to try to save this. Now, it took a lot of practice to be able to do these. And I went to apprentice school when I first graduated from high school because I knew I wanted to have both an education and a trade. I thought it was important to have both. I just enjoyed this too. It's hard to find a job where you can work with your hands and get paid to do it. Now, I cut this piece special to go in here.
Perfect.
Later on, I'll show you how we do cuts on the saw. I have a real cheap saw that I bought years ago to do tile work at Home Depot. And now on the job sites, we have a diamond tip blade. It's a big blade made from diamonds because diamonds are the hardest mineral known to mankind. Will cut through anything. Okay, I'm going to try to get both sides of this. And like I said, I have a lot of fun doing this usually. Now, don't get me wrong, there's days it's stressed out. And Mr. Arton probably has seen me stressed out a couple times. But when it works like that, Arton, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
It's a beautiful thing. And now you just got to tap them all in place. And the neat thing about masonry work, of all the trades, I think, this is pretty much permanent. It's always going to be here unless we have a major catastrophe. Masonry work, you don't have to paint it. You don't have to, worry about it rotting. It won't rot. That's why I do it in a shower stall like this. And for most things, if you do it on your house, it makes your house a lot more. Brickwork is always worth a lot more than vinyl siding. Makes a house worth a lot more. Okay, so I'm getting it pretty good just by eye, just eyeballing it up. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my level. And I'm going to use, Mr. Art, can you hand me that 2-foot level there? God, Art, I feel like we're on a professional TV show.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, we have a little bit of a pitch so the water runs back inside here, but I'm going to tap it down just a little bit. And I don't want to get a lot of cement over that new toilet we put in. Mr. Arton did most of the plumbing in this room. He's an expert in plumbing and electrical work. He put the light switches in this room. That's why I want about a half a bubble drop so the water runs that way. I don't know, or should I have it run this way? Or I guess it should run back in.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go half a bubble this way. We'll change it. I'm going to get the hammer. Then I had a hammer here. Most of my day is spent, just like back in school, looking for things. Where'd I put that hammer? Where'd I put that screwdriver? Of course, the kids like to hide things on me too, to start. They play jokes and games on me. That's what kids do.
So we all do. I do to my teacher when I was in school.
Okay, there you go. This one here is just sticking out a little bit more than this one. Now, see if I got the striking iron. You see that striking iron anywhere? I know it was here a minute ago. I'm about to shut the video off. I gotta look for it. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get it. I was gonna finish showing how to strike it. You want to pause it or stop it?